The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is Media Mash, a roundtable of Cowboys insiders dropping wisdom and offering sizzling takes on the current state of your Dallas Cowboys. Now, your host, Newy Scruggs.
Here we are, Media Mash, Dog Team Edition. Got Clarence Hill, All City, Dallas in the house. I am Newy Scruggs. Okay, Media Mash, as a media member, Clarence Hill, what concerns you most now that this team is 3-4 heading to the Atlanta Falcons this weekend?
I mean, to me, if I felt last week was a must-win, but certainly if you want to salvage this season and the Cowboys' hopes, at least talking to the players in the locker room, lie in the division, because they have basically all the division games in front of them. They play the Washington twice, Philadelphia twice, certainly the Giants again. If they're going to, get back into this thing, it's within the division. But you got to stop losing out of division games, and get back to 500 going into the game against the Eagles and then take care of business at home. But, this is must win. If there was a must win, and I know Mike McCarthy last week felt that the 49ers game wasn't must win, but it was a game they need to win. They need to get over the hump. If you're ever going to beat the 49ers team that owned you over the last few years, a less than 100% 49ers team was there for the taking, and the Cowboys couldn't get it done. And the fact that they came off the bye and still had communication issues, it's now or never for the Cowboys going into Atlanta.
Despite that whole horrid third quarter for the Cowboys, they had an opportunity with 3 minutes to go, and they could not get it done. What do you think? What does that say about the team now? Against Pittsburgh, they went and did it. San Francisco, they did not, but the opportunity was there, and they could not get it.
And it's funny because the malign defense gave them opportunity. The malign defense got the 49ers off the field. My boy, DeMarvin Overshawn with the big sack, they got him off the field, get the offense the ball back, but plenty of time to go down and score.
And win the game.
And let's be honest, and people talk about the Pittsburgh defense is not a slouch. I mean, it wasn't like they was going against, the Panthers or somebody like that. They went down and did it against Pittsburgh. There's no reason why they couldn't go down there and do it against the 49ers, but, they didn't. And it was the breakdowns. It was, the protection continues to be an issue. Receivers not making plays outside of CeeDee Lamb. And that's the thing about it is Dak didn't play well. He had the interceptions. Certainly that first ball on that final drive could have been picked off. Trying to force the ball to CD. But that's the thing with quarterbacks. You look at all the quarterbacks. We have a bad game. It's the fourth quarter. Make a throw. He made a throw. He made a throw that was a game-changing throw that Turpin couldn't come up with. Hit him in both hands. On the way you're supposed to hit him. 5'7" receiver. Don't talk about the height. It wasn't a height issue. Hit him in both hands. Make the catch. And that's how you get over the hump. I mean, my thing about it is I've been covering the team since 97. We can talk about the ownership. We can talk about the schemes. We can talk about the coaches. At some point, the players have to live out their destiny if they're going to be champions and step up and make plays in crucial times.
Okay.
They have not done that. If you go back to Romo dropping a snap in Seattle or whatever else you can come up with, they have not done that. I'm not picking on Romo. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, players have to step and make plays in crucial times. That's how you get over the hump. It was, Jimmy Johnson said we're going to put it in 60s headlines, but it was the players who lived out their destiny to become champions. And if you want to get over this hump against the 49ers, players have to step and make plays. That was an opportunity. After everything that happened, right. The bad third quarter, the bad interceptions, a play was there to be made. And the Cowboys, this time in the embodiment of Turpin, didn't make the play, and that's been the theme for this team. The players, you could blame the coach, you can blame the scheme, but at some point the players have to step up in those moments and make a play. Make a play for your quarterback. Make a play for your team. Make a play that shows you we're ready to take that next step, but it's not going to be those days anymore.
Okay. So, since you've covered the team since 97, when's the last time you saw another team take 4 games against the Cowboys where you just say, man, they don't have an answer for them. A 49er team beat up without its best player, Christian McCaffrey, not having Brandon Ayuk at receiver, and they still can't get it done. When's the last team where you said, man, they just have the Cowboys number?
I don't know. I haven't even looked at it like that because, because most of the teams that are in the division that they play on a regular basis, and it's always been a give and take. Mm-hmm. Certainly, Tom Brady owned them with the Patriots, when he was with the Patriots, but that wasn't like, they're not in the conference. It wasn't like a regular thing, a yearly thing, every other year thing where you face it in the playoffs. And the thing about it is Jerry was apt to point out on the radio today, it ain't like the 49ers won no Super Bowls either. They want to, the thing about it is we talk about that, and the Cowboys won in 95, the 49ers, they won since 94. Since Dion, of course, they've been there, but they ain't won nothing.
Okay, so here's my issue with that, and this lies in the.
And let me before you, and I want to point another thing is that because somebody pointed out that this is like the 7th time last 8 years that the Giants was 2-6 after 8 games, right? Giants got 2 Super Bowls since 1997. Cowboys got none. Would you rather the 2 Super Bowls and be where the Giants are, or would you rather the Cowboys have these 12-5?
You already know the answer.
But this last one was last Super Bowl 2011?
44, I believe.
I'm just saying that they've been a bad. The Cowboys have owned the Oil Stadium. Cowboys have owned the Giants, but they got 2 Super Bowl titles, but the Cowboys have been a better team for much of that time.
Yeah, okay. So they've been a better time, but the Cowboys, the last time they won a Super Bowl, you weren't on the beat, and Bill Clinton was in office. Jerry Maguire had been released the month after. That's how long ago it was.
What about the last 8 years? Rather the Cowboys' destiny than the Giants' destiny?
I think just you, Clarence, being here last year, especially with the World Series going on, haven't seen the Rangers win it. There's cachet in winning.
I've seen the Mavericks win too. I mean,
right. I'm just going to something we've just seen before.
Yeah.
The cachet and what we saw. Okay, and you think about the Rangers in '96. I want to say that was the first time they won their division. It was either 96 or 97 when the first time they won it. So you go back to that when the Rangers were just finding with Pudge and company, that whole group, just trying to make it play. And that run that they've been on.
All those steroids.
All that all that stuff they went through between Canseco and Rubens here, all that. Okay, they finally won a championship. Mm-hmm. And the Cowboys have been on the same little road since that time, and the Cowboys can't even play. The Rangers have played in the World Series 3 times and won 1. Meanwhile, the Cowboys, you would talk about the Cowboys' 5 championships. But I'm just saying, we talk about what we've seen here now. What do people say? What do the Cowboy fans say? The History Channel? The History Channel?
We got on these walls.
Your
Charles Haley and Bob Hayes.
Your oldest daughter has gone to college and graduated, and she's never seen them play in a championship.
Never seen them become winners, no.
Right. Meanwhile, she's seen the Mavericks, the Stars, and the Rangers do that.
No, I agree. And what were you getting ready to say about the 49ers and my point about they hadn't won either since 94?
But that's one of those, you're going to let facts stand in the way of a good story. Okay, yeah, the fact is, yes, the 49ers, their Super Bowl drought is longer than the Cowboys by 1 year.
It's longer.
But meanwhile, Harbaugh took them to a Super Bowl. They essentially lost it on the last play. But they were right there with Colin Kaepernick under Harbaugh, and then Shanahan took them to 2 Super Bowls. Meanwhile, since that time, we've seen since Barry Switzer left the building, we saw Campo. You covered.
We saw Gailey first. I saw Gailey first. Okay, I saw Switzer first.
See, I missed Gailey.
I saw Switzer first.
Okay, I saw Switzer too. So since Switzer, we saw Gailey. I forgot about. Okay, Chan Gailey.
What about Chan? Traigman fired Chan.
I wasn't
Troy fired Chan. So he didn't want bad routes either. Bad concepts.
Campo, Parcells, Uncle Wade.
He waited long.
Jason Garrett.
Jerry regrets firing Wade.
Clapper. And now McCarthy. 6. So the 49ers, their last 2 hires, well, no. Won the last 2 because they went through Chip Kelly and
they went through Chip Kelly.
So 2 of the last four coaches have gone to the Super Bowl. The Cowboys can't say that. So while Jerry can sit up here and try to make himself feel good to say, well, their drought's longer than us, you are not where they're at. And right now, 4 straight times they've beaten you. So what was it, the lies we tell ourselves?
It is lies you tell yourselves.
Jerry get up there on 105.3 The Fan and on Tuesdays and tell us something lie, make himself feel good. If that's what you want to stand on, that's the business you want to stand on.
A kinder, gentler Jerry who was very appreciative of what the media does and the questions they ask.
Exactly.
Very appreciative these days.
Okay, so Jerry wants to say, 49ers fans are going to tell him, talk about these. 49ers fans going to tell you. Talk about these 2 Super Bowls we've been to since you last went. Brought to you by Planters. Where were you at when that happened?
D's?
Yes.
I was in D's interview with Mike McCarthy.
Okay.
I wasn't outside the locker room.
Okay.
And while we're here, I mean, obviously it's the elephant in the room that you're talking about, and
we talked about it on the Players Lounge, so we go ahead.
Yeah, it's the elephant in the room we're talking about. But the funny thing about it is, Diggs had his best game as far as tackling is concerned, and so he felt some kind of way that he was getting killed for tackling or not having an effort. The issue is that you still got the uniform on. You couldn't. The media's coming to the locker room. You couldn't wait till the media come to the locker room. You had to come out the locker room in front of all the media and handle the business right then.
I think he was trying to protect the sanctity of the locker room.
Is that true?
So he came out.
Yeah, he's going to do it. He want to do his interview outside the locker room.
Protect the sanctity of the locker room.
I mean, the fact that, and that should not be the thing you're worried about. And that's the problem is we get too worried, I think, around here about our own individual performances. Because the bottom line is whether you played well or not, whether you got dinged unfairly or not, the team lost. Lost the second straight game. You're 3-4. The team had, obviously the bad third quarter. The defense is not playing well. Just take it all in stride. Take it on the chin. I mean, there's no reason. There's nothing good comes out of that.
So I was there.
Yeah.
And when Diggs walks out, I'm thinking he's looking for a family member or something.
Yeah.
Because we rarely ever see a player after the game go into the locker room and then come back out unless it's to the field. So there's something.
Yes.
Maybe agent or something you're thinking. But then when he comes over and goes to the reporter and talks about that's what you took from a play, and like, oh, this man's talking about something on social media.
A tweet, a post, X-post, whatever you want to call it.
You and I know when you go in the room, their dudes were on the phone. We've seen it, okay? They're on the phone.
Right.
And I remember watching Des Bryant and Cole Beasley one time on the phone. Not happy.
Terrence Williams.
Yeah, right there, and this is what they're doing after the game. But for him to come out and then go to the reporter to complain about it, I'm thinking to myself, you got a generational wealth contract. Last you the rest of your life. You played for Nick Saban at Alabama. You've got to be stronger mentally than that to care what this guy has to say about you. And then you know your truth.
Right.
What are we doing? Is what I'm thinking about. What are we doing? You just lost the game. What are we doing?
It's typical focus on the wrong thing. Like I said, you lost the game. Yes, you have not played your best this year, although you may have played your best game. I mean, you got to put it all into context. It's just not the time and the place to be doing that. I understand, you feel you've been treated unfairly or talked about unfairly. You don't want people talking about your name, but it's bigger than that. That's not the time. It's not the moment. You could have a conversation about that. Certainly he was coming in the locker room to and you made it a spectacle. You made it a national story. And then, by coming out the locker room, and everybody's putting it out on social media. You made it a national story. And
after the game, I talked to Rodney Harrison over there he and Coach Dungy. We got a conversation after their NBC show ended, and Rodney said, what I've done in the past, I go pull a guy to the side. Let's go have man-to-man conversation. You and I, let's go do this. So you can tell me what's going on, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm feeling here. So we can do that. To do it publicly out there like that, as you said, you just brought a whole light to it that you didn't need to, and now you're making a dude look like he's some kind of martyr out there.
Right.
And that dude ain't no martyr.
Right. No, you only made him look better in the eyes and him get sympathy and people come on this side, and especially when you're losing it. We understand this whole thing, and people are piling on the Cowboys. They're losing, and so no one's siding with you. Maybe some fans, but no one's siding with you from a national media standpoint. Right. You look like the bad guy. You
look like you can't handle the heat.
Yeah, and to me, it's typical of the frustration and the meltdown, and that's what I wrote, because Dak talked about the frustration, and he said use the SIHI word. It's frustrating, and that's what Dak's words. But the frustration was embodied by what Diggs did, embodied the frustration of this franchise, and where they are right now. And Mike talked about it yesterday. And how do you go off the bye week? Where you went back to the basics, you have communication breakdowns for opening drive. That's the frustration. You have the turnovers you're not getting. That's the frustration. The play you're not getting over the hump, not getting it done. I talked about not making the plays when necessary, when you need to pull out a win and come back and do something you haven't done. That's what's frustrating, and right or wrong, whether he was justified or not, his actions embodied that frustration.
It makes you believe that the main thing is not the main thing.
Right. Which is what he tweeted today. Actually, he's on Twitter today saying, keep the main thing the main thing. Well, too late.
Yeah, that's the thing. And once again, I'm surprised considering he came from a program like Alabama where these guys had such a high standard.
The culture is different, though. I mean, you're talking about Alabama where Nick is in control, and the culture is different in that Alabama locker room. It's certainly different here. It's professional, and the coaches don't have the same type of control.
True.
I mean, that's what Mike McCarthy lamented about this generation of players and their phones, and he denounced it. He said that's not how we want to look and really comport ourselves as ambassadors of the Cowboys in history. But what can you do? Everybody's on their damn phone.
Yeah, I remember Diggs had addressed Stephen A. Smith after a Cowboy win. Maybe it was after the Pittsburgh game, and it was stuff on camera. You and I have done this long enough to know, and this is not I'm not throwing a shot at Stephen A. Smith, but I tell people, what he does is it's an act. It's like a WWE character, like me, I hate the Cowboy kind of thing, because it gets clicks, it's easy to talk about. It's show filler.
Yeah, it is.
It is show filler. And that I literally have to tell people, like, this is an act.
Right.
Him versus the Cowboys.
But at the end of the day, you got to be above that and bigger than that. As you talked about, you have a contract. You are secure in who you are. You should be secure in you are as a player. You got life-changing money. It's interesting aside on that show that they talked about the media and how the media should be protecting them. And Micah said, maybe we should get a media member on the show. You know what they want to get? I know you keep up with Twitter. Do you know who they want to get to go on their podcast to represent the media? Do you know? I mean, I just need you to answer the question. No, they said Clarence Hill. I'm sure you saw that tweet. I don't know why you act like you see all of my tweets.
I didn't see it.
Yes, he said Clarence Hill.
I've been busy today.
So I might have to elevate. I might have to go on, cut the check, Mike. Cut the check, Mike. I go on your podcast and leave Media Mash behind. But
let's take a break right now.
Why you want to take a break?
We're over time.
You want to take a break? I'm just saying they want to get a media member on their podcast. I just want to let the record show.
Okay, we'll let you take your
get a perspective.
Let you take your victory lap as the most trusted member in the media. Mr. All City Dallas, Clarence Hill, man of the people.
Micah said I'm funny. I got a TV personality. He said, Mike, you be good. I need you to read that tweet. You keep up with everything else. You send me so many tweets.
You send me so many tweets.
You send me a lot of tweets.
I've been busy today.
You send me a lot of DMs.
I've been busy. I had to go vote.
It's early this morning.
This morning I was asleep. After my kid got to school, I went back to sleep.
And the other side, you was sending me everything. Vote. You find everything, every tweet from everybody else. But you ain't see that tweet. Boy,
Let me go check this. What I say? Old Trayvon Diggs over here let me go check Twitter. I didn't do that. Chris, give me some extra time on the break so I can check Twitter.
I'll send it to you. I'm going to DM you.
For Clarence.
I'm going to save you that time.
And the rest of you out there, let's go check Twitter. Let's all check Twitter. X or whatever we call it to see how Clarence Hill has been called upon by the Micah Parsons podcast. DallasCowboys.com. God.
Drawback finds Pearson. It's caught. Touchdown.
The Dallas Morning News delivers full press coverage of the Cowboys.
Aikman straight drop, throws it over the middle. Irvin in for the touchdown, Cowboys.
We cover your Cowboys from the preseason to the postseason and beyond.
Boot to the right. Looking down the field. Lamb. Victory.
Game by game, play by play. No one delivers your Cowboys like the Dallas Morning News. Connect deeper to the Dallas Cowboys with the Dallas Morning News.
I'm Cowboys alumni Danny McCray, here with Smoothie King asking, what's that sound? That's the sound of me sipping one of their power-packed smoothies with over 10 grams of protein. With real fruits and organic veggies, because at Smoothie King, what you see is what you sip. So grab a delicious Smoothie King smoothie, throw a straw in your jaw, and get sipping real. Smoothie King, the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys.
To kick off the 2023 NFL season, Hugo Boss teamed up with the NFL and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection featuring hoodies, crews, t-shirts, polos, joggers, and more. The bold, unique apparel of the Boss NFL collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, at HugoBoss.com, and at Boss retail stores. Hashtag be your own boss.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
Back to Media Mash.
Hey, we're back right here on the Media Mash with Clarence Hill, All City Dallas. I'm Newy Scruggs. Okay, I just thank you for showing me on the X account. Micah Parsons says, I might go with Clarence Hill Jr. He got more of the funny guy, TV personality after somebody who was begging to get on the show to be that guy with Micah Parsons. So
yeah, he just brought it up. It was him volunteering me. I didn't, was no lobbying. Was no lobbying. What's crazy is you see what's going on in the league today and how these teams with these quarterbacks they paid all of a sudden still adding players to the team. Carolina Baltimore got them receiver. Kansas City went and got them receiver last week.
You're not letting this go, are you? You're not letting this go.
Let one go. You can still go get players before the trade deadline. There's still a market to go get players and improve your team.
They like their guys.
Everybody like their guys in camp. Everybody like their guys out of camp. But when you get through the season and you have goals and aspirations, you want to take it to the next step and leave no stone unturned, there's nothing wrong with improving your lot. That don't mean you don't like your guys.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
They're not doing it.
I know, but we went back on the radio
stuff and
because Jerry came on the radio. I like my guys. You can like your guys and still want to do better and be better and try to salvage. I mean, the thing about it is this season is not gone. You're the one who said he said I have hopes that we can have a fairy tale ending. Okay, you don't just hope and wish. You got to do things to make it happen.
Okay.
Faith
without works is dead. I got it. But I'm just telling you. But you keep saying that, and we know what's going to happen. They're not doing it. That's my thing. It's like when you post.
But you can't say you all in. You can't say you all in. You can't say he went back. You see, we signed Dak City, but they were already on the team. That's not doing something to help you win this year. And yeah, Dak has to win with less. Okay, yes, he has to win with less. You can't go and spend big money, but you can give up a 6th-round pick for Deontay Johnson to help the receiving corps. You can do there's some things you can do to massage the bottom of the roster to get you over the edge.
What did Jerry tell us one time? Just because I said it doesn't make it so?
I hear you. But I'm just saying, though, so they keep saying it's not over and we got a chance and we believe in our guys and we get it done. Why are we lying to ourselves?
Because this is what the man tell you? He's an optimist, right? Then remember when he said in his mind 1 + 1 needs equal 3? So I'm just telling these. You know this already. You know what we're going to get. You talk about this, but you know what's going to happen. It's not going to happen. They're not going to go out here.
As an old coach once said, hard work without talent is a pipe dream. Obviously, talent without hard work is a nightmare. But hard work without talent. You can work hard, you can do everything, but if you ain't got no talent, it's a pipe dream. We're just wishing and hoping. Wishing and hoping, hoping and wishing.
And you're trying to make all in stick like some campaign promise.
No, I don't have to be. We don't have to do all. You don't have to be all in. Just add. Can we just add? Can you do something to help? Can you just help a little bit? Can we just help a brother out?
You listen.
Can you help a brother out?
You know
that's what Dak is saying. Yes, I know I got, but Patrick Mahomes getting paid. He got a little help. So Lamar Jackson getting a little help.
You got TB.
Can I get some help?
You got TB.
What?
True believism.
No, I don't true believer.
No.
I didn't ask you to help.
Believe. He said all in. And you want to believe that.
I'm not asking you to be all in. I'm just asking you to help out.
Okay.
Can you help a brother out?
Can
you lend me $2?
He's told you he's saving money for Micah.
Can I borrow $20?
He's not trying to borrow.
Can I borrow $20?
He's saying it's money to pay Micah Parsons. It's not happening, man.
Can I borrow $20?
It's not gonna happen.
I'll pay you back.
He doesn't want to do it. They're not trying to do that, man.
I'll pay you back.
And you're still asking for something that you know is not coming, man.
The only reason I asked for it is because you keep saying you're trying to win. You keep saying we got hopes to win. That's from somebody, and you want to have hopes. And again, you cover these guys. We've been around these guys. I've been around Mike McCarthy. I like Mike McCarthy. I think he's done a good job as coach. But I think he's been set up to fail in his final year.
Yes.
To a certain extent. I mean,
this is not ideal.
He has to take this team further to keep his job because he doesn't have a contract for next year. What can he show you to keep his job and earn a new deal next year without getting to the playoffs and doing something in the playoffs? And you're not helping him do that. Yes, you like your guys in training camp, but damn, we seen your guys for 6 games this year.
I'm not here to tell you, Clarence Hill, you're wrong. Okay, I'm not here to tell you you're wrong about how Mike McCarthy's the carpenter has not had the same tools. It's hard, and the whole coaching staff having to sit up here now and be on 1-year contract. None of it's ideal. None of it is ideal. But this is where we're at. I don't expect him to go get Mike McCarthy an extension anytime soon.
Right, but all the coaches on 1-year deals.
Right, so that's not happening. We're where we're at. And when he said all in, yeah, he said that. And I think some ways he said that just to try to placate the fan base, but we know he's not. So I'm still not going to. You keep talking about all in, but
forget I said all in. I just say help a brother out. That's all I'm saying. Help Mike McCarthy out. Help Mike Zimmer out. Help Greg Ellis out, who started a new coaching career, in Dallas and is trying to have it more than 1 year. Help these guys out. Because it's more than just this. People's families are like Jerry and the Jones family ain't going nowhere. But the futures of a whole lot of people on the line this year. I came into the season saying this is a season on the brink with so many players on 1-year contract, the whole coaching staff on 1-year contracts. And the future, 2025 is not promised for a whole lot of people and their families. And can we do whatever it takes to ensure that they have the best chance of fighting for the Cowboys' future? That's all I'm saying.
What you say makes a lot of sense. But when the general manager is safe, this is how we get to where we're at right now.
And the funny thing about it, the Cowboys are 3-4. It's not like they're 0-7, but it feels worse than 3-4. Just like 3-3 felt worse than 3-3. It feels worse than 3 because there's not a lot of hope, not about a tangible hope. They have hope in that they have 11 games left.
You've got
10 games left. You have hope in the schedule, but where's the tangible hope?
See, I don't think there's hope in the schedule when you start to look at some of these teams that play.
Well, I'm just saying it's hope in the schedule that there are games they're left for you to turn it around. I'm not saying that they can win them. I'm just saying that the hope is that there's time to turn it around, but it's not tangible hope that you can do it based on what we've seen so far. That's all I'm saying. Yes.
They're going to get some players back, and I get that hey, Bland is going to be back at corner. A Micah Parsons will be back to help rush the pass. I understand that. I just don't look for them to go out here and bring any reinforcements because that's not something they've done in the past here anyway. So I'm not looking for something that we haven't seen happen. I'm not looking for something when the owner's clearly telling you he can't afford these things and he's trying to look toward the future and down the road, years down the road, which basically means I've got to pay Micah Parsons a contract of over $30 million to go along with a contract of over $30 million for CeeDee Lamb and a $60 million contract for Dak Prescott. That's what he's pointing towards. So no, there's not going to be a 6th-round pick traded for a receiver like Deontay Johnson. They're not doing that. Because they're looking at, we got to go into the draft of 2025, and as we're paying one more big contract, we're going to need guys drafted on the 3rd day to come in here and be contributors. One of the biggest things they've got to do is not just draft; they need to rebuild the depth. Because, from a defensive standpoint, Dan Quinn rated it. Between Quinn and Aiden Dirty, they rated the depth. So they've got a long way to go to rebuild this roster because it's thin at the back.
They rated the depth. The Cowboys didn't want to pay the depth. I mean, it's all the same.
No, okay, now you're right, but
they didn't want to pay the depth, and so and Jonathan Hankins chose to go to Seattle for the same money. So he just chose to be out of here and go with Aiden Dirty.
Tyler Biadasz at $10 million. Would you have done it?
He's better than what they're playing with right now at center. And again, this is the worst offensive line Dak has been under. And we can get to Dak in the final segment. I know we got to get because Dak needs to play better and he needs to stop the turnovers. But, this is the worst offensive line he's had to play with since he's been with the Cowboys.
East Clarence Hill, All City, Dallas. I'm Newy Scruggs. Let's dive into the quarterback number 4 next right here on DallasCowboys.com.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Raising Cane's presents the other rules of football. Rule 1, any broadcast without the express addition of cooked-to-order Cane's chicken fingers is prohibited. Rule 12, no crinkle-cut fries, Texas toast, or craveable Cane's sauce constitutes an illegal formation. And Rule 31, anybody who loves to feed their game face is an eligible receiver of Cane's. When it comes to winning game day, Cane's rules. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love. Go Cowboys.
Drawback finds Pearson. It's caught. Touchdown.
The Dallas Morning News delivers full press coverage of the Cowboys.
Bateman straight drop, throws it over the middle. Irvin in for the touchdown, Cowboys.
We cover your Cowboys from the preseason to the postseason and beyond.
Boot to the right. Looking down the field. Lamb. Victory.
Game by game, play by play. No one delivers your Cowboys like the Dallas Morning News. Connect deeper to the Dallas Cowboys with the Dallas Morning News.
Hey, Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
Back to Media Mash.
Media Mash on a Tuesday. Going into the Atlanta game, Cowboys on the road this weekend is Clarence Hill of All City, Dallas. My friend, brother, good to see you here. I'm Newy Scruggs. Okay, what day you going to Atlanta?
Friday. I'm going Friday. Going in early. Going into A-Town a little early.
Jazz, I had a feeling my man Clarence was going in early to the ATL.
Going to the A.
Getting some of them wings.
I am going to get some wings, some Magic City wings. I'm going to do. I think we're going to do a bit there for my DLS podcast.
You taking Joe?
I'm going to take Joe.
You going to take Joe?
I'm take Joe. I'm going to indoctrinate Joe to Magic City wings. We're just going for the wings. We want the lemon pepper Lou wings. Go get some lemon pepper Lou. That's all.
Where's
Lou Williams, huh?
Where's Jesse Sanchez when I need him?
Some lemon pepper Lou wings. Go get him there.
Oh, boy. Clarence is going in early.
Get some lemon pepper Lou wings and enjoy the sights and sounds of the ATL.
Producer Jazz, you going to Atlanta? You going to the Cowboy game in the ATL? You going out there?
No, I'm here at the store, man.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She's good. She's happy.
I'm over here.
She's good. She's feeling good.
All right. So anybody else gonna? I mean, this is when you do your for
it's work. I'm working.
Listen,
I used to have to go to those establishments for work. I mean, I understand. It's hard work being a Cowboys beat writer.
Okay.
Keith Davis, Hambricks.
Which one?
I said bricks. One of those. It's funny. It's story time. When Bill Parcells came, his running back coach was
Anthony Lynn.
No, from the Giants.
Oh, it was Maurice Carthon. Mo Carthon.
Mo Carthon to go to those establishments. I introduced Mo Carthon to Troy Hambrick in one of those establishments.
You've introduced a lot of people there.
I'm just saying, I've introduced Mo Carthon to a starting running back in one of those establishments in Arlington, Texas. You and Jesse's favorite one. That's where they live. They were there every day. I used to take my computer, be at the bar, my laptop, working. Clarence is working.
We know.
Clarence is working. Then, Keith Davis had a couple of incidences. I had to go to a couple of different spots that Keith Davis had frequented and interview waitresses and stuff like that.
Yes, Monday is where you could find plenty of Cowboys. Monday. On the Monday.
And Tuesday.
Yes, but the Monday night.
And you can also find the Rowdy Van up there, too. Since we're telling stories out of school. The Rowdy Van was known to be up there, too, back in the day. The old Rowdy Van with the old Rowdy, not the new Rowdy. One of Jerry's greatest stories.
Let's not tell that story.
No, I'm going to tell the story. One of Jerry's greatest rowdy stories. I'm just telling a rowdy story. It's a media mass. We're talking to the media.
I hope this is the rowdy story that he told me. I know you're not going to tell that.
There's nothing bad about it. It's humorous. One of Jerry's greatest stories was he called Rowdy into his office and told Rowdy, the person dressed as Rowdy.
Yes, our boy.
Do not take the Rowdy Van to those Magic City type establishments. It's been seen up there. And the man in the rowdy suit said, he's not in the rowdy suit. I'll let Rowdy know. He said, and Jerry because he laughed at himself. He said, I'll let Rowdy know. Because Rowdy's a whole different person. You know what I'm saying? It's not. He said, I'll let Rowdy know. Listen.
Yeah, Judge Jerry, are you acting as the owner or the general manager when you're having that conversation with Rowdy?
No, the man dressed.
That's what I'm saying.
He called him into the office, going to give him his good what for about. We don't need to see that Rowdy man at that Magic City type establishment. And dude with a straight face. I'll let Rowdy know. I'll tell Rowdy.
Let's talk about the quarterback. Let's talk about the quarterback, Dak Prescott, who had another game of 2 interceptions. There's 3 in a row where Dakota Prescott has tossed the football to the other team twice at least.
3 straight games. Never happened in his career. Obviously Dak had the big interception season of a couple of years ago. He had 13, I think, or something like that. It was
2 years ago. He led the league in picks.
Yeah.
Didn't even play the full season. Led the league in picks.
Didn't play a full season, but this year he's on pace for certainly much more. He has 8 picks. The funny thing is he ain't even close to being the league leader. I mean, Patrick Mahomes has more. Your boy in Jordan Love has more, and he's missed 4 games, and he got way more interceptions. But the Cowboys are 3-4.
And Dak's got the highest paid contract in the league.
Got the highest paid contract. I mean, he's a franchise quarterback, highest paid contract in the league. They all ain't none of them poor. You think the funny thing about it is as we get there, and we're talking about Dak. So if he would have got 55 instead of 60, would that make a difference? Would that be okay if he was tied for the highest paid? If he got the same money as Trevor Lawrence and Jordan Love, would that be okay for him to have all these interceptions? No. It wouldn't be, right?
Correct.
So whether you get 60 or 55, it is what it is.
He was never going to be taking the same exam as the other guys. So.
It is what it is. But
right, it is what it is.
But Dak is not. But at the end of the day, you want to have some assurities. And Jerry said on the radio he has no takebacks. He has no regrets. No buyer's remorse. Napoleon's dead. You don't go back and his words. Napoleon's dead.
Yeah,
you will look to
the history machine. But still, Clarence, that game. Okay, the Cowboys are leading at the half. The Niners get the ball to start the third quarter. They go right down the field. They score. Cowboys get the ball back. Dak with a terrible throw. Now the Niners got the ball at the 33-yard line. They cash in with a touchdown.
Yeah, difference in the game.
You can't be the guy that's throwing your team out of a football game.
Yeah.
We talked before about 2 things. One, the turnover margin, which the Cowboys are not good at right now. And then the second thing we talked about on the Media Mash and Players Lounge last week is that your defense is on the field too long. Okay, the Cowboys are allowing their defense to be on the field 32 minutes a game. That's a half and a 2-minute drill.
Yeah.
They were on the field 33 minutes on Sunday. And when I talk about Dak Prescott and the interception, that second one there, you're putting them back on the field. They already have just been gassed from a touchdown. This is how you lose games. No. He owned up and he copped it to it afterwards, but still it goes back to the fact you can't keep coming out on Thursday and giving us the whole press conference. Right.
I need to be better. I need to run, which he hasn't run more. I need to do more things. And he, last week he tried, because I asked about it again, you said you don't need to be perfect, but you can't turn the ball over. Because he said, you said I need to be perfect. No, I didn't say you need to be perfect. I said you need to be Superman. You got to put these guys. Jerry said today that we're playing with less because we're paying Dak.
Right.
You got less people around you, so they need you to uplift them. And uplift them doesn't mean being Michael Jordan or LeBron James. Uplift them can mean not making mistakes. We can count on some. Listen, I can live with you having an interception because of pressure. I can't live with you having an interception because of bad decisions that cost us the game, and that was a bad decision.
You can't go out there looking like Will Levis.
Yeah.
And that's what that play. That's in the second half. That was a Will Levis type. What are you doing? Kind of play here. And like I said, they got the ball at the 33-yard line. You're not even making it tough for the 49ers at that point in time. And they go down there and score. And you and I felt that whole game like, okay, it's gotten away from them. Now they got lucky. And the defense played a good fourth quarter, gave them the ball with 3 minutes to go. This is his opportunity to go get it done. They don't get it done. But even afterwards, you and I are right there listening to him where he says, what's the difference in the game? It's a touchdown.
Yeah.
I feel like that was my interception. And that's where I come back into you can't be the reason that they're not winning these games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because again, there are reasons why Dak is not playing his best. The running game is awful. The offensive line is the worst of his career. Mike McCarthy said he gets hit more than anybody. Troy Aikman told you last week about the receivers, and I pointed out earlier about the receiver not making a play to help the Cowboys win. There are a lot of reasons why Dak is not playing his best football, but I think he's like the 23rd rate quarterback out of 32, if not 25th or 26th. You don't have to be top 5. You don't have to be number 1. You can't be at the bottom.
Can't be at the bottom of the barrel.
You can't be at the bottom of the barrel, and your turnovers and where you have is doing it. And you're not, you have to be smarter And that's one thing that we know you're not the most physically gifted, but you're the harder, you work hard, you're a leader. And those are things that the Cowboys need to be able to count on. You making good decisions, being a leader, doing the right thing. Because we know you're not going to be Lamar Jackson. You're not going to turn, a sack into an 80-yard run.
Right.
And you're not Patrick Mahomes. You're not going to, turn a sack and then flip something backwards.
No,
You're not going to be Josh Allen and run through people. Your superpower is your leadership, your smarts, and making the right decision. And that's what the Cowboys need to be able to count on.
You've got to be like Jared Goff is right now with the Lions. Now, granted,
he got blocking.
No.
When Jared Goff gets pressured, he turns into,
Let me finish. Jared Goff has blocking. He's got a good tight end. He's got wide receivers. He's got a running back. And it allows Jared Goff to play smart. He's got to be that way in terms of just, you got to operate smart. He doesn't have the tools, and the Cowboys, and the owner's telling you, I can't give that to you because he's making all this money. That's what the owner's saying. But ultimately, when I look at a guy like Jared Goff, who I think Dak has more talent than.
He's better than. He's been better than.
You want your guy to play like that.
But it's easy to play like that.
You need to have the tools around you in order to do it.
Yes.
But that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the Mahomes.
No. But you wanted, but Jared Goff is playing like that because we saw him at Atlanta. Got rid of him. Okay, I'm not Atlanta. The Rams got rid of him. Okay, he's allowed because he's not that Mahomes type player.
He's not Stafford.
But when you have the things around him, and that's why Dak was the MVP, second MVP voting last year. I mean, he has that. He can play well when the environment is right. The problem with you saying I need to be like Goff is that he can't be like Goff because he don't have time to throw.
Because the GM
he don't have a running game.
The GM
he don't have any receivers.
Yes.
I understand it, so he can't do all that. But what I need you to do is not be the reason why you lose. I need you to not make mistakes. I need you to throw the ball away and make the smart basketball play, as they say. Make the smart play.
Punting is not a bad thing.
No, punting is not a bad thing, and that's what you didn't do in the third quarter.
All right. Well, let me know when you make your appearance on the Micah Parsons podcast with Trayvon Diggs. I'll be sure to tweet it out to everyone. So yes, Thursday you got your spot on Thursday. So
Thursday, if you guys are listening and you're in the DFW area, we're having a special Cowboys and Chill, and I got Emmitt Smith and the former Mayor Ron Kirk coming at Echo Lounge in Carrollton to talk about football and the election.
Okay, so can you get the current mayor of Dallas to come on there and invite you too?
Didn't invite him.
Why not?
Don't like his agenda. It's my show, my rules.
Can't we be
important time? What my boy said? Important time.
It's important time.
Important time.
Yeah.
Important time.
You should include everyone.
I did. Important time.
Get all the perspectives.
I am. We're going to talk about perspectives.
All the perspectives. The former Dallas mayor, the current Dallas mayor, and Emmitt Smith. Boy, that'd be some good stuff. But hey, I'm not going to tell you how to produce your show.
Don't, please. Got a former Dallas City Councilman coming. He just hit me up today. The former Dallas City Councilman coming. His Kappa. I got people coming.
Hey, what do I know about producing? I'm only won 15 Emmy Awards, but hey.
Listen, produce your show. Let me produce my show.
Okay. Yes, let me produce my award-winning show. You keep doing what you do. Thank you, Clarence Hill.
I'd love to see you there.
Thank you.
You can bring your TV cameras out there and interview Emmitt.
I'll be off. I'm Newy Scruggs, Media Mash. We'll talk to you tomorrow right here on DallasCowboys.com.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?